a sight becoming all too familiar for the English team. Experts at playing a man down, England's got the firepower in their ranks, but can Steve Borthwicks turn this side around completely in such a short time? Well, he definitely can. Although he hasn't proven it at an international level yet, it seems we are all waiting for the cork to burst from the bottle. I think that was a good analogy. Winning just 3 of their past 10 games, it really feels like there has to be more to this English side than meets the eye. The truth is, in 8 months at the helm, it seems like they still haven't worked out who their best starting 15 is. And the jury's definitely divided. A massive issue facing England heading into the World Cup though is exactly who will be steering the ship at fly half. While earlier in the year it seemed like Marcus Smith had done enough to convince Steve Borthwicks he was the 10 of the future, now George Ford's been given an opportunity with Owen Farrell ruled out. A fly half Borthwicks has trusted and found success with at a domestic level. Borthwicks knows Ford can execute his preferred game plan to a high level. Ultimately though, Owen Farrell was named captain of the England squad at the World Cup, so we can assume that he'll be the first choice number 10. Now I couldn't believe his 4-week suspension was overturned, and then his own father, the coach of Ireland, Andy Farrell, launched a World Rugby appeal and got his son banned. No, I'm just kidding. But his 4-game suspension was reinstated, so he'll miss the games against Argentina and Japan in the pool stages of the World Cup. A massive blow for England. Now the game plan England's been running with is one that Borthwicks used to find success with the Leicester Tigers. Kick long, kick high, try to win the set piece and capitalise on shots at goal when the opportunities present themselves. The biggest issue while Borthwicks been experimenting with a team is they've struggled to win the kicking duel against top tier sides, and haven't really fixed their discipline issues from when Eddie Jones was in charge. While the 33-man World Cup squad had a fair few surprises, Henry Slade's been left out after pretty much being an automatic pick in the midfield for the last 6 years, appearing in 30 of the last 37 tests for England. Also left out was wingers Johnny May and Joe Cokanasiga, while number 8 Billy Vunipola has also been recalled to the side, despite not playing since April, and it's also been made public that him and Coach Borthwicks had a few run-ins when he took over as English coach. Now at the start of this video I said England have the firepower in their squad, because they do. Over 1,400 test caps in the squad, at an average age of 27, on paper, they can assemble a great team. One of their standouts is vice-captain Ellis Genge, whose running game can tear through opposition defensive lines. He's nicknamed Baby Rhino and it's such a good reflection on the way he plays. And they have plenty of players who have been absolute world beaters in their positions. Maro Itoje, Courtney Laws, Manu Tuilagi and Freddie Stewart. They'll need these guys more than ever to be at their best for a strong campaign. Also keep your eye on winger Henry Arundel. The English Dynamo is one of the most electrifying talents in world rugby, who put into open space can cause some real havoc. One big out for England is scrum half Jack Van Portvliet, who has been ruled out of the World Cup through injury during their warm-up games. England have a challenging pool and will need to claim victories over Japan, Argentina and Samoa to make it through to the knockout stages. The most important game for England will be when they take on the Brave Blossoms. This will be after their opener against Argentina, and realistically, Japan are their biggest competitions to make it to the knockout stages. If they do win their opening game against Argentina, this will become a must-win game, and the entire squad will be under enormous pressure. And we also know how dangerous Japan's been in the last 2 World Cups. In saying that, I think England will make it through, and end up with a quarterfinal showdown against the Wallabies. One thing I will say though is when this English team's on the field, it seems like they've got a lot of spectators, really lacking any sense of urgency. If they manage to improve these effort areas, they could have a really good campaign. Oh, and if they stop getting players sent off. Hang in there English fans, it may just all work itself out. This video is part of my series on YouTube where I'm previewing all the teams I find an interest in. Make sure you check out my playlist, it really helps the channel out. Thanks for watching.